Going on, guys? Smoking Mountain Piper here, and today I'm going to do a review on a cigar that I've been keeping my eye on at the smoke shop. It's something, if you're familiar with Sherlock Holmes, the one with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law, I believe it's the first one, Game of Shadows, and it's the beginning scene where he's trying to get to this one girl he's trying to stop. It's not Moriarty yet. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's a renowned actor, an English actor. He was in the Kick-Ass movie, the first one. If you know who that, if seen that movie. But anyways, Sherlock Holmes comes in and he stops the guy from sacrificing the girl. After he saves her and all that stuff, the Scotland Yard comes in, and he's being a smartass, Robert, as Sherlock Holmes is, and he gives him a cigar. And when I saw this, I had to buy it. I wanted to see if what was the big deal about these cigars, like when it comes to shapes and things of that nature. Like, I've always had round cigars, and then when I finally had a square cigar, that was pretty cool. I like square cigars because, well, they're flat. When you clench them, it's not that a round cigar, you can't clench a round cigar, but it just, I guess it's more natural because it's already, flat, as being a square. But I saw this at my tobacco shop called Z's, and I'm gonna grab a couple. I'm gonna do a review on one, and I'm gonna smoke the other one if I like it or not. So I'm gonna open this guy up. Wow. The packaging, put that over there. It's very interesting how they rolled this particular cigar. It has a twist at the top, and then at the bottom it has a taper, which, if I wasn't a cigar guy like how I am, I would probably look at this and be like, oh, you smoke it from this end. No. I believe a Arturo Fuente Perfecto has the exact same beginning section to it. It says it's been aged 15 years. It's a Gurkha Cellar Reserve. Authentic Mark of Honor. Dominican. Batch number 8582N. Quantity looks like 20K. 1967. Blend. Strength is 97.6%. I can't read all of it because I have some of it covered. But basically it's saying, to please the aficionado who is searching for a draw of perfection, aged oak aroma. Okay. Nice. Aroma. Let's see. soothe the environment and gain praise. 15 years of aged tobacco and dedication has given another masterpiece to which only the elite blend master of K Hansotia of K Hansotia and Co. can create. So, sounds elegant, smells elegant. If that was a beard oil or a beard balm, I'd wear it. Very nice. But it's, like, it's small. But, like, this is, when you watch that movie Sherlock Holmes, and I can see the scene right now. Congratulations, Constable, have a cigar. And he gives him the cigar, right? And he takes it, and he's like, and it's like, be grateful he gave you that, in a way. Um, it does look like some of the wrapper is a little bit cracked. I'm afraid to cut it in a way. I'm hoping it doesn't fall apart too much. Let's see. I'm gonna get my handy dandy cutter. I still got tobacco in from the last time I cut, but let's see, guys. Like I said, that's my cutter. It's nothing fancy. It's just a plastic shell with a metal cutter. That it's not in the metal piece. It's very small. I think one of these actually popped out on me once, which I just put it back in and it still works. I might invest in one of those fancier cutters. I found a few on eBay for around like $40 some, But I mean, it's a cutter. You don't need to get too fancy with them, depending on who you are. I mean, if you want something a little bit more nicer, go for it. If you have the money for it, go for it. But I'm out in the sticks, so I really don't give a rest. But you know, I think I got fancy was when I started buying the fancier butane lighters. The torch lighters. When I first had my first torch lighter, I was like, oh, this is pretty fancy. And I had people tell me, oh, that's pretty fancy. And then now I got one, that has skulls, just straight up colors on it. But see if I can cut this bad boy, and I can. Not a pretty cut, but but that's the end of it. Still staying intact. That's pretty cool. But like I said, tobacco. It's almost like leather when you when you pick it, let it age. It's not like a regular fall leaf where you pick it up and it's all like just gone. It's actually very, what's the word, pliable. I believe that's the word, pliable. So, but I am gonna do old school today. I'm gonna do some kitchen matches, and when I get it started, I'll go from there. When you guys have matches, do you just like grab like a handful of them so that you don't have to just keep opening the box? I'll grab like a few of them, so I don't have to keep going back to the box. It's like good grief. Wow. Wow. That's strong at first, yeah. Most definitely. Ooh. The best way I can describe it is when you first take a swig of, or not a swig, but like a sip of bourbon or a sip of whiskey. You know, that first one where it's like, ooh, but then after like a few sips, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty good. You know, you got to give it a couple, you know. But it has, like I said, it's interesting how it burned. Okay, it has an oaky flavor, but it also has that, wow, humidor flavor. But it has that, you know, that sweet, or not sweet tea, but that tea flavor, like a Connecticut would or a lighter cigar would. It's not bad. It's not horrible. Smoke it. All right, I want to talk guns right now. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I know one of my subscribers, all the way out in Louisiana, which I need to go. Definitely, it's on a bucket list. I need to go there one of these days to Louisiana. Uh, I believe him and his wife, they've been subscribers to me for a decent amount of time. Well, a long time actually, because when I got sick and my mom died and everything like that, I was not making videos. Even when I tried to make a video and I'm not gonna, like, I just didn't want to post it. I was just like, you know, like, what's the point? You know, blah 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 blah. I'm trying to get back into things. So, um, anyway, not a bad cigar, not a bad one. I would recommend probably with something like this. I mean, it's not fast burning either. I mean, it's depending on how much you want to smoke out of it or get your money's worth out of it, because I can't remember how much it cost. Because at Z's, they don't really have the prices marked on the cigars, and that kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. More on my brother Steven's nerves. But, you know, cigars were not. That was the rich man smoke back in the day. You know, back in the day, like the poorer people, they had clay pipes. They didn't have wood pipes. It just depend on what class you were. Um, but anyway, all right. I'm gonna show you guys my first firearm that I have ever bought. And I thought when I bought it, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! Like I'm a badass." Okay, this right here is my G2 Taurus G2 Millennium. All right. I don't know what you know about Tauruses, but I got hooked on these because of a friend of the family. It's a badass gun. Taurus makes a great gun, and it has a lifetime guarantee. I bought this thing back in. Put that down for a second. 2016, 2017. I bought this thing for my first girlfriend because me and her talked about having a handgun together. She said she wanted something reliable, inexpensive, and I believe I paid, at the time it was Trump and Hillary going for office, and we all know how that ended. And I want to say this gun was around 250 some dollars, because when I paid for it, it had to be 258 because I paid 260 and got $2 back. So 258. The gun has probably gone up in value since then, but it is worth buying. This thing has only jammed on me one time, and that was because a buddy of mine, I let him shoot it. This thing has never jammed on me. This is the gun that is going to be my backup. The next gun I'm going to show you is the second gun I've ever bought. But this guy, I had to show this one up. But like I said, when I first got this thing, I was like, oh, I'm a badass, you know, I got me a firearm now, you know, and yada yada this. And then after I bought my second gun and I started holding it and shooting it and starting to really get to know the gun, the firearm, and I have this in my hand. It's small. It's not a compact, but it's a subcompact. And it's small. Like my finger, there's only about maybe another inch or so of barrel left. Okay? But it's a damn good gun. Comes with a second clip, and I believe the clips are... They range, I think this is a 12 round clip, 10 or 12 I believe, plus one in the chamber. But great gun. I've had it for many years now. This gun, I will always cherish this gun, or firearm, depending on what you're, you know, what you prefer to call them. Put that to the side over there. She's not loaded. Now this is my second gun that I've ever bought. Full size. I only buy full size unless I feel like matching a firearm with another firearm. But this is the G3. Full size, battle ready pistol. This is a 17 round magazine. Hollow point, different style of hollow point. Great gun. The sights on it are fixed. The other sights are adjustable. Okay? Now, I'm going to leave the magazine out. I'll rack her a few times so that you know that there's nothing in there. Now, when I bought this gun was told it was all black, which I have nothing against black guns. Black guns are pretty cool. But I wanted to give it some more personality, a touch of me. So what I did was I took off the slide and I got some flat or matte spray paint, Rust-Oleum, Krylon, whatever you want, whatever, you know, you can get them dipped, you know, if you want to get fancy with it where it won't really scratch up too much. You can always do that. But I took rattle cans and I painted the gun, or the firearm. I did the digital effect on it, and I think it came out pretty good. There's, you know, you start out with your light cutters, your light colors, and then you go from there. And pretty much, you know, it's painted all the way around. Tape up your front sight, tape up your back sight. And like I said, this gun, you see this in my hand, my finger. That's at least 2 inches. And when I first got this, I was like, man, this gun, compared to this gun, you know what I mean? But this would be my everyday carry, okay? You're allowed 2 guns. Or a gun and a knife. Okay, that's the law. Two, just like back in the day of the old West, they had two guns because they were single action. That was fancy back in the day. I plan on getting a single action because my Uncle Wayne has single actions. Everybody says, "Oh, you look like your Uncle Wayne." Well, probably, you know. But what I like about Taurus, like I said again, lifetime guarantee. It has two triggers. Triggers. It has two triggers. Triggers. Okay. Well, not two triggers, but it's a safety trigger. I'm not sure you can see it, but you see the double trigger. Okay. That secondary trigger has to be engaged for you to fire the firearm. So it has a safety on the trigger. It also has an exterior safety here. Okay. We all know when it's down, you're ready to go. When it's up, you're locked. Okay? No hammers on each of these. I love these guns. And again, this is actually an extended magazine because this piece right here will come up, and with that piece there, it makes it look like one solid piece. So, but those are when constitutional carry, or if I ever do decide to, like I'm not gonna wait, I'm just gonna go out and get my concealed carry. These are gonna be my two. These are gonna be the ones that I carry every day, going out to work or going to, wherever. Now, I'm going to switch up between my other firearms, which I will show you in another video, but I wanted to show you guys my two Tauruses, okay? These are my two Tauruses. Okay, this is my first gun I ever bought. This is the second firearm I've ever bought. I dig them. Like I said, this thing, I shot this thing, and good Lord, I hit the target, where I hit where I wanted to hit. Okay? I'm still getting used to not squinting as much. I've tried shooting without ear protection because you're not going to go out and about with headphones, like your shooting protection on your head. Now, say like with the Bluetooth, if you're into Bluetooth and all that, that would be a good idea. To have those in your ear, but able to still hear things so you can, mind your surroundings. But these are my two first guns that I've had. First and second. Boom, boom, boom. Taurus. Can't go wrong. Wanted to show you guys that. I might do a fishing video where I talk about my fishing pack, things I carry in my fishing pack. I didn't get to go fishing this year. I mean, I can still go fishing. I think I kicked my camera. I can still go fishing all the way up until the beginning of, or the end of February, because in March in North Carolina, where I'm at, that's when they restock the creek with trout and stuff like that. So technically you can fish all through summer, fall, and winter. You just can't fish for 1 month in early spring. Other than that, so. But this cigar, it's not bad, But like I'm a Maduro guy. I like my dark cigars. But I if somebody was to pull this out, I'd be like, oh, here, would you like a smoke? I'd be like, oh, yes, please. She went out. Oh. She did not go out. Wow. Yeah. It mellows very much. Very, very much it mellows. Yeah, like I said, it's like any cigar or any like high alcoholic drink. You know, you first sip it. You know, first few sips. Good lord, I can't talk. Few sips. It's like, you know what I mean. And then all of a sudden, it's, oh yeah, it's pretty damn good. You know, but it depends on how long you've been drinking. But it's another warm one in the western part of Carolina. It's 85 looks like on my thermometer, but there is a decent breeze. We were getting into the cooler days where it was like 75, you know, it was still warm, but it wasn't as bad. So, I think we got about another week or two or a week, and then the cold snaps are supposed to come back for a little bit and then go away again. So, I mean, I'm not gonna I don't like I don't like heat. I don't like it where it's so hot that you're just standing and you're sweating. That I can't stand. I like it when you wear a t-shirt and a flannel, and if you get a little too warm, you take the flannel off, and then when you need the flannel back on, you put it back. Those are the days that I like. I like it where you can be comfortable. Just like during the wintertime, like in Michigan, I remember all winters here. Even before winter would be here in the fall, it would be so cold. You know, and I would be like, well, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You know what I mean? Like I'm at, you know, this was when I was going to school. You know, I was like, oh, I hope we get a snow day. I hope we get a few snow days. You know, blah blah blah. You know, that's what I was hoping we'd always get. But now that I'm older and I have to work, and with my health issues of losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, you know, your body fluxes, you know, and it sucks. But I don't like heat. Now that I'm doing very well, I don't like heat. I like warm, comfortable days, and I like, you know, coolish days. Like I like it where, oh, it's a little chilly out. I don't exactly need a hoodie, but a flannel will do, and then you get a fire going. Like say like you have a bonfire, like, oh, this is really nice. You know, those are the days that I like. And last year I got robbed because of my health. So this summer, I got to make up for some of that time. Um, I need to do some vacuuming. I need to do some dishes. I need to do some decorating. I have some green lights and my lantern lights and my fish lights on my front porch. I'm going to take the green off sometime along with my other lights, and once when fall comes around, probably in September, I'm going to try to find some orange lights, and I'm going to wrap those around my front porch. And you know, like I said, my mom, when she passed away, we loved Halloween. This year, I'm gonna decorate. Last year, like I said, I got robbed, and I had plans to do things, and my health would get better. Then it go back to worse, get better, go back to, and I can't. It pissed me off. So this year, I'm gonna enjoy the 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 holidays. I'm gonna enjoy Halloween. I'm gonna decorate for Halloween. I'm gonna decorate inside and outside. I'm gonna decorate for the fall harvest, you know, orange it up, pumpkin it up, you know. I got pumpkins growing out in the garden. I got some sunflowers. I might even do a little garden video later. So I'm gonna make more videos. I've been working so much. You know, you work 1:30 to 7:30, or you work 3 to 7:30, or you work. I think my next shift is 11:30 to 5. So, but get you some. It's not too bad. It's an interesting cigar. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to finish this off throughout the day. I might plan out another video, I think. So until next time, I will see y'all later. I need like a closing catchphrase or something like that. Like, you know, how like Tool the Two Man Taylor when they would go off the air with Tool Time. Something along that way. I'll think of something.